So, on the subject of prayer, people need to understand that a lot of people do not pray in the right way, first of all. Because the moment that you actually believe and think that you're going to pray to something outside of you and something outside of you is actually going to come down here and assist you and organize a series of circumstances to make things better for you, you need to understand that you're the one that's supposed to understand the right concept of prayer, which we're about to get into, and that's what's actually going to manifest into people, places, and things and events that's going to happen in your life to show you that your prayers are being answered. But you need to understand that you're not actually being answered as far as something outside of you is answering the prayer. You need to understand that you are creating some form of magical thinking. You are talking to yourself to allow yourself to create these experiences, to have these people, to go to these places, to enjoy these things in your life. You need to understand that you're the creator of your experience in your life, not some external deity that a man named and designated for you as far as to control your fate and things like that. Because your fate is in your own mind. Your fate is what you made up in your own head. Your fate is your self-image, how you see and how you feel about yourself, which will translate into the actions you take outside of you and will translate into your speech, into your behaviors, into your mannerisms, and things like that. So when we talk about the subject of prayer, one must really come now to the conclusion that there is no external deity doing these things for you. No, you're doing these things via unknown means. You need to understand the mysticism, the unknown means behind the means. You know what I'm saying? So when you are using your mind, right? When you're talking to yourself, you are either agreeing with your current belief system or you're disagreeing with your current belief system, because life is like an onion. Your belief, my belief right now, is merely nothing but a page in the grand scheme of the greatest book on history. Now, beyond in the cosmos, I would say even is a greater, more accurate description, right? Because a lot of these places we're trying to go spiritually, a lot of spirits already been there, done that. But see, a lot of spirits travel places and they set up traps for other spirits to harness their energy and shit like that. So it's like, it's a deep game in this shit, because there'd be a lot of witchcraft being passed on people's minds to the point that you actually think that the magical thinking that a religious person gave you is the only form of magical thinking in the world. Well, you need to understand that you're the one creating your magical thinking for you. Like when you go to self-help places and shit like that, and they telling you believe in yourself, tell yourself yes you can do it, tell yourself yes it's possible for me. What do you think you're doing? You're doing a form of magical thinking. You're talking to yourself. You're telling yourself I can do this. This is possible for me and things like that. So when it all comes down to it, it's all just forms of magical thinking. And the better you understand how to go in this area of speaking to yourself, so you can allow more things for you to experience. Basically, like a lot of the things, let's say a lot of the paid checks we'll be getting right now will be based upon our self-image. A lot of where we are right now, a lot of who we be right now, be based upon our self-image and things like that, what we believe about ourselves. So the more we know how to talk to ourselves, the more we can start to let go of certain trains of thoughts and feelings and shit like that manifest into experiences. And let's say you have a train of thoughts and feelings that tell you, oh, you're ugly, you're not worth it, oh, you're you're retarded, you're dumb, blah blah, all this shit, right? Now that's a train of thoughts and feelings. Now you can stop that train of thoughts and feelings that's actually producing a little chemical effect, potentially even causing you to be depressed and shit like that. And you can start a new train of thoughts and feelings that says, you know what, man, I'm fucking handsome. You know what, man, I'm fucking beautiful. Man, you know what, I'm the shit. I can do anything I want to. I have authority. I'm confident. All these things. Now you need to understand, both of those are trains of thoughts and feelings, aka DNA ladders, scalar waves and shit like that, going into a destination. Each of them is taking you into a destination, and each one will manifest into people, places, and things that will manifest via you even being in that train of thought. So if you think you're ugly, you're depressing, you're nauseous, you're silly, you're boring, blah blah, you will literally manifest situations to show you that yes, you are that, because you are agreeing with that. This is what you're praying for. But we don't be understanding that prayer is like when just you talking to yourself, mantras that you utilize throughout the day. utilized under rituals and spells. That's why you gotta have your own rituals every day. If you don't have your own rituals and you letting the world set rituals for you, oh am my fucking god, it's fucked up in this world, bro. Because you gotta take your spirit seriously. Your spirit is traveling places. You gotta take your spirit seriously in this goddamn world. In this world, in this Masonic ass world, goddamn, this Masonic temple, goddamn Roblox face and shit like that. They be designing levels for us. They be like, yeah, go to middle school, go to high school, go to elementary school, then go to university, get college, yeah, get in debt. Man, they had your whole life planned out for you, and they got you praying to God, thanking God for being in the middle class, for some designated shit that they created for us, yo. They made us even call ourselves the middle class. Look at life from within that position, looking out, as if that's actually the truth behind our spirit. Nah, bro, I ain't no fucking middle class person, bro. I'm a priest king. I'm a fucking God priest, god damn it, motherfucker. And all that means is I have the authority over my thoughts and feelings, my internal demons, and my fucking angels and shit like that. I actually have the authority to override anything that fucking says Negro you and shit. That means Satan, get thee behind me. That means that thought, that feeling is gonna sit the fuck down when I tell it to sit the fuck down. And this is no play right here, because you create your life via you consciously thinking and feeling about your damn life. Now, what if you had a freaking script? What if somebody made? What if your life was scripted for you, bro? What if you had a subconscious script that is manifesting as a conscious? No, what if you had a subconscious script manifesting as a conscious script that is fucking manifesting as regurgitations, babbles, bubbles of thoughts and feelings that you're trapped in as a spirit, unable to look out of the many possibilities that can actually be put together beyond that small realm of space governed under a time period, Gregorian calendar and things like that. What if beyond that, there's something way beyond that for you, beyond all these possibilities? But see, we think within these possibilities. We allow ourselves to be limited. We pray to be limited. See, people want to be slaves. That's what niggas don't understand. See, you talk to niggas in real life. See, I talk to niggas in real life straight to the face. And they tell me they don't want to be slaves, but they do slave shit. They do self-defeating activities every single day. They don't question nothing, bro. See, that's what it really comes down to. See, people don't want to deal with the problem themselves. People want something outside of them to come and take care of the problem for them. People don't want to be accountable for their life. They want something else to be accountable for them. And shit like that. Like, yo, people is getting processed on the highest level. Same shit, these boxes being processed in factories and shit like that. Same way niggas' minds be processed and shit like that. You cannot tell me that, man, I be talking to people, right? I'll be like, man, that person's mind is in a 180 degree. That person's mind is looking at this from this way, but they all lost. They all trapped. They all still in the same witchcraft. They all still in the same matrix and shit like that. Why? Because people think that they need to pray for something outside of them to come save them. You need to understand that shit don't just stop at God. That's actually a subconscious rooted behavior inside of you. You genuinely believe you need to be saved, bro. It don't matter what form that comes in real life. It don't matter if it comes in the form of the Bible. Your subconscious is really just telling you that yes, we are beggars, okay? And we need, and basically, even though it's appearing in the form of this Bible, in the form of this Quran, when the government comes to save you, it's going to play out as that mechanism that says, see, yes, we've been saved by God. Oh, you know, but it's a thing. You have to take power and control back over your damn mind. Otherwise, you're going to let these monkey-ass motherfuckers, the shadow government, that be controlling all the entertainment, all the religious systems, and all these things, to just keep control of your mind, keep control of reality. Because the only reason reality exists is because we all agree that, yes, that shit exists. But we can all take all of our minds together, slowly and surely, start to pay attention to something new, create a new substance, start to pray on some new shit to come down here via us actually putting these things together. Not just sitting there somewhere, kumbaya, you know, with lighting incense. Nah, this shit gotta be in you, you gotta really tell yourself, yeah, you know what? I am a fucking extension of God on earth, and I gotta do this shit. Not wait for some external person to do it for me. That's what you gotta tell yourself and shit like that. Otherwise, you'll forever be waiting for someone else outside to come do it for you. You know, it's like, it's just niggas be in the sunken place. Like, niggas be in the sunken place, you know? You just be sitting back, looking at your life kind of be played out like a movie and shit like that. But we don't be interjecting our thoughts and feelings, slicing at those thoughts and feelings, aka that DNA scalar ladder wave or whatever the fuck, and actually editing it with new DNA strands. Instead of being uncourageous, I want to be courageous. Instead of being unbrave, I want to be brave. Instead of being weak, I want to be strong. See, it's certain things you be thinking and feeling as a train of thought. Once these things take off, it takes you into people, places, and things to manifest those things. It doesn't matter what those things are. You could have said, I'm a king with a palace. You might actually even manifest being a king in the palace. You might say that, you know what, man, I'm only as good as this accountant degree, so I'm gonna go get this accountant job and save money in my 401k. Or you could tell yourself, you know what, man, there's something else for me. I'm creative, I'm artistic. You know what, let me take that energy and put it into something, and maybe I can manifest something. Because isn't the Quran, isn't the Bible nothing but a creative expression? After all, a book of fucking poetry that's so close and dear to God, supposedly. But see, people don't be realizing what God is. God is just nothing but they mentality that you worship. Because they mentality, they mind is the only thing that's going to come save you when you pray to be saved. But they got you lost into thinking that you praying to God. See, God don't really do that. God wants you to pick up your 1-2. God wants you to get yourself together, not him coming to get you together. That don't even make no sense. Like, the fuck? Anyways, yo, real shit. Take care, y'all. This is on the subject of prayer. Praying, you already do that 24/7, 365. You merely just have to take control of the mechanism which leads to your auto prayer. Auto prayer is like auto suggestion. What you suggest to yourself is what you're gonna manifest. Eventually, you can even. It gets so deep. It gets so deep because your brain doesn't even care what you put in it, but it's gonna give you whatever you put in it. So whatever you put into your brain, starting now and moving forward, it better be some shit that people are scared of. It better be some shit like, I'm gonna rule the fucking world. It better be some shit like, man, I'm intelligent like fucking Einstein. It better be some shit like, a man, with my mind, I can overcome and solve any problem in life. It better be some outstanding, opulent, magnanimous, joyous, fucking delicious ass shit. Because you are producing a substance with your mind with a particular octave, with a particular quality. Your mind is a fucking kitchen. It's an atomic, subatomic kitchen. And in that kitchen, you're whipping up a state of mind. So for real, bro, you better whip up some good ass mind. You better whip up some good ass mind. Why else would you whoop together some mind that ain't shit, that don't go places, that don't take people places and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, work on that mindset. Real talk.